All right, you guys wanted to see these two guys out and about together. Well, here they are. Yaxi and Gage. I wouldn't say they're friends. I mean, Yaxi would like to be Gage's friend, but Gage is, you know, not the friendly type with other males. So I have to monitor them carefully. Yaxi's at least half the age of Gage. Gage is 2.5. Yaxi's 14 months. So, you know, he's got the edge in maturity. And Yaxi still has the mentality of a baby. So I have to stop him from trying to, hey, Yaxi, come here. Yaxi's not, you know, not to be disrespectful. As long as he's respectful of Gage and I don't allow them to engage in high arousal activities, they will be fine. But, you know, if there is a collision, accidentally on purpose, if I allow them to engage in rude behavior with one another, come on, much higher likelihood that there's going to be an issue. And with dogs, they're very pattern-based, so the longer you go without there being an issue, the more you create that as the baseline of behavior. We don't argue, we don't fight, we don't compete, we just coexist. And I think that's the best thing for two males, especially since Yaxi is going to be the stronger dog when he's full grown. Gage, I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about in every capacity. But Gage, get over here. There's the electric. Yaxi, come here. And Yaxi's not allowed. Gage. Because the mentality of Gage, what's he doing? There's somebody else in the woods with their dog. And he's caught the odor. Look at his tail. Look at his behavior. He's showing, Yaxi, Gage, come here. Good. Come on. So he's showing an unhealthy interest in that. Yaxi, come on. Gage, and I will make electric anytime I see him going after that odor, because it's an unhealthy mindset. It's not coming from a good place. It's not just curiosity for him. He's going to be, reactivity and arousal for him are like together. Just the kind of dog that he is. So, and there's another electric. But when you're using the electric on one dog, sometimes the stimulation and the dog reacts to the stimulation. Yaxi, come here. The stimulation can, Yaxi, come here, can cause interest in the other dog, and then the other dog runs over, and next thing you know, you have a dog fight. Very common problem. Hey, come here. Come on. Good. Good. So you keep them close to you, you keep your eye on them, you don't allow them to engage in high arousal activities, and you make sure that they be respectful of one another, and you discipline anybody who is not so respectful. And this is the key to ensuring that things are more likely to go well. Nothing is 100%. Hey, Yaxi, Yaxi, come here. Come on. Come here. Yaxi. I should have put an electric on him. Hey, come on. Good job. Just because he's a little bit sometimes silly. But yeah, I mean, you know, nothing is 100%. All you can do is stack the odds in your favor. And, you know, sometimes I don't feel like going on 2 walks. I feel like going on 1 walk. So I take both my males and, you know, we got to break them up. Then we'll break them up. You know, again, something you have to be careful with, because it's easy to get tagged doing that, because emotions are high, arousal is high, adrenaline is high, and then you're putting yourself into that situation. So you have to be careful. I think probably one of the most common ways for people to be bitten. Hey, come on, guys. Good boy, you silly Billy. One of the most common, Gage. And you can see there just that activity made him excited. Yaxi, I have to always keep them from getting a little bit too carried away with one another. That fun play that people think it's like play, it's not play, it's arousal. And then arousal can quickly turn into aggression. And Gage will be the aggressor, but now we're creating the habit, and Yaxi's not the type to just take a beating, you know, and submit. Maybe right now he would, because he's a baby, but that would stay with him, and believe me, it would make it more likely he'd be dog fighting when he's a bit older. So, I prefer to keep everybody as social as I can possibly keep them, and not allow them to practice. Come on, guys, stay with me. Come on. Good. Practice an unhealthy mindset. But there's always one dog when you have a pair or a trio or 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them. There's always the one that you watch the most because that's the one's the shit disturber, the troublemaker. And it's the one that usually has the smaller threshold for arousal. You know, there's always one like that. This stuff here where they're kind of pushing on each other a little bit to smell the smells, that can cause a problem. But right now they're not really sensitive to each other because nothing bad has happened yet. If I allow something bad to happen or something does happen, then they're going to be much more sensitive towards one. Oh, he touched me. Hey guys! Gage, come back. Gage, come back. Come on. Come on, good boy. Okay. So it's one of those things where you have to be able to recognize the mindset of the dog before he acts on the mindset, because the mindset leads to the action. So that's why you saw me there. I made the stimulation on Gage when he was tail up, touching his back and moving towards the odor of the other handler and dog that were off in the woods. There's nothing good that he plans to do there. There's no reason for him to show that level of activity, arousal, and excitement at the sight and sound of another handler and dog. I don't allow that. That's energy that he's not allowed to use in that way. And when I don't allow him to practice that and satisfy himself through that, then he's much less likely to do it in the future. And I just have to be very consistent with that, because he's the kind of dog, you know, like I said, a reactive type dog who really derives a lot of satisfaction and arousal from those types of behaviors. Gage, come closer. Come on. Gage, come here. Stop making me repeat myself. Come here. Good. Good. Okay. He's the kind of dog he always, you know, Yaxi's a very nice dog. He listens to me out of the goodness of his heart most of the time. Gage is more of a jerk off. So this is the new building, guys. 60 by 120 training facility. You can see we got the walls in. Soon we're gonna, I think next is the stone dust, then we frame. We've got the trusses over there. Very exciting. Yaxi! Come here, Yaxi. Yaxi! Come here. Good. So again, managing 2 males, it's all about preventing problems before they occur. You know, certainly if I had 2 Yaxis, it would be a lot easier. If I had 2 Gages, it would be, I'd say, close to impossible. It wouldn't be worth it for me to do it. Gage. A bigger group is sometimes good, sometimes it's bad. Right now for these 2 males is good, because sometimes if there's other dogs. Gage, what are you doing? There's another electric, and I didn't say anything because I already said it. You shouldn't be leaving, you shouldn't be going. I know he's thinking about going over there and jumping in the back of my side-by-side, but he's not allowed. I didn't tell him to go there. I don't like him going that far from me. So I shouldn't say things more than once. I try not to nag too much. It's a bad habit. All right, boys. Gage, with me. Yaxi. Good boy. No jumping. That's a bad habit you have. It's because I allow it, because he's such a cute little bear. Yaxi. Don't do that. Good. So this is the boys now. And they walk next to me. Yaxi obviously needs some work on this. And we're calm. I don't make them walk on the same side, because again, if an arousing situation occurs, then they're bumping into each other. More likely that they decide to have a disagreement. So, you know, there's something I'll work on a little bit. It's not a big priority for me that, you know, they hang out all the time or anything, but I'd like to be able to take them both on walks together, because these are my 2 competition dogs, you know, so it's something that I don't feel like I have to hide them from each other or anything like that. All right, guys. Gage and Yaxi. Gage, kennel. Gage. Jesus Christ. Gage, come here. Down. All right, let me fix that situation. It turns out you can't open the door. What did you do? No. All right, Gage, kennel. Good job. Good. I'll lock you in here. All right. Okay. All right, Yaxi. Thank you.